working royal, Meghan Markle is rebranding herself on the new Netflix lifestyle show with Love Meghan, which has a lot of haters trolling her online. Yeah. Okay. She's getting a lot of flack. People are saying it looks boring, that she's unrelatable, and that it feels contrived. Of course, you know, these are the haters.
They just want to hate on her.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm watching every single episode. I loved the trailer. I loved the promo. When Martha Stewart first started doing this, no one was saying all these things. This has more to do with the fact that people want to hate on Meghan Markle than I think, you know, this topic. I garden, as all of you know. I've got 1 million animals. I raise bees and cultivate honey. She's doing things that...
I don't know.
There go my beautiful garden.
How does she have time to do this stuff?
That's what I say respectfully, and I love Meghan Markle, but my favorite Meghan Markle is the one who's doing charitable works abroad, meeting with underprivileged kids. This felt just, it's beautifully shot.
Why does she have to be one-dimensional?
It just feels a little bit maybe tone deaf. I feel like people are struggling to make ends meet. You're working around the clock. You're maybe microwaving a meal because you got to feed your kids, work, and get a bunch done. I would love to have like pretty pastries and honey and all that. Okay, wait, like I don't have time.
You know, can I say something to you
because
about
they
that?
can't afford the grocery stores
I do
anymore.
like that.
You know something? During the Depression, when I was born, during the Depression, back in like 1929, Hollywood only had movies about rich people.
That's true. That were aspirational.
Because, not just that, people were like sick of seeing themselves in poverty-stricken. They wanted to see how rich people were doing. So sometimes it works to see somebody who's married to a prince, who's beautiful, who knows how to garden and make cupcakes.
Put it that way, I might like it. A different shift of what I'm reading about is not just that it's wealthy or aspirational, but that it lacks a certain authenticity. And what I mean by that is we're living in a time of not Martha Stewart, not printed magazines, it's Instagram, social media, trying to reveal what your real feelings are. It's all about transparency. And she's shooting all this, like saying, come into my kitchen.
Social media is all about transparency.
Wait, Sonny,
that's the highlight reel. People lie on social
Sonny,
media.
wait 1 second. It's the YouTube of like showing behind the scenes. This isn't her kitchen. So what she's doing is she's saying, come to my home. This is what my life looks like. But it's a rented property. So I think it's this feeling of Jennifer Garner had my pretend cooking show that she did. And people love it. But it's in her kitchen.
So that people can go and show up and all the haters can show up to her real house?
No, you don't give them the address. But my point is that, like, you can show people an insight, because I didn't know she could do it. Bravo to all her skills. I can't do that. But I think if you're going to sell it as, like, I bring in my close friends, we're having coffee, it's a kitchen table, but it's not your kitchen table, and you rented the house, and it's a location shoot, it just misses something there.
Listen, I don't know if you've ever had shooting in your house, but it's incredibly intrusive, particularly if you've got children and, you know, and pets and other things around.
And you're raising a royal.
What I found out
differently there.
Okay, what I found out, though, was she's actually not rebranding herself. She's kind of going back to her old brand, because before the TIG. Before she married Harry, she had a lifestyle blog that people loved.
Yeah, she's
and she's going back to all of that. What I didn't get, and I still don't get, is people whose, I guess, existence, raison d'etre, is just trolling and hating on Instagram. That's why on Twitter. That's how they exist. That's getting the clicks and the coverage from doing that. We're hating on her. When you go on Twitter or you go on Instagram and you start bitching and moaning about Meghan Markle, you know what's going to happen? The algorithm is going to flood you with more material about Meghan Markle.
No. Justine Bateman, I'm going to need for you to come to the front of the congregation immediately. Immediately come to the front of the congregation. See, we need to have a word. You see, hate does not look good on you, Bookie Butt. It doesn't look good at all. Case in point, right here. Girl. When was the last time anybody ever mentioned your name? You see, you thought it would be cool to jump on the H&M hate train because you needed some press. You needed some relevancy. But girl, drinking your water and minding your business is free. That is free. You see, you look like you live longer when you mind your business and drink your water. I mean, you need to be hitting the grind, girl, because when was the last time you were in a movie? What are you doing, Justine Bateman, while you sitting here criticizing H&M for going out and doing good, actually showing up with items, actually giving out food, giving out supplies? What have you done, Justine Bateman? Not once in that article did I see that you went out and gave out supplies, that you were out there being a foot soldier, putting in the work with the community. But you are on the hate train? Girl, if you don't sit your tail down somewhere and try to find you some work, drink some water, and mind your business, you had better. The gall, the audacity of you. And you ain't even done anything. But you got so much to say about Girl, gone on somewhere. Y'all have a good day.
And Justine needs to shut up. We haven't seen her since Family Ties. It was 50 years ago. Who is she?
And why is she even commenting on them? Why does she even care about what they're doing? I'm sure they're helping people some type of way.
Yep. Mayor of Pasadena confirmed it. They were there helping for a couple of days, and nobody knew who they were until they took off their mask. Because they were there to help, nose to the ground, helping. They know Chef Jose. They've partnered with Chef Jose before. So they came down and said, hey, put us where you need us. And that's what they did. They helped. No publicity, no fanfare, no camera crews running around. But people are just listening to loudmouth has-been Justine Bateman over bullshit. She's just spewing bullshit and hate. And you know why? You know why. I don't have to say it again.
So Jennifer Garner can get on the internet, can go on the news and say how she needs everyone's help, she needs the community to come together, and how heartbroken she is. And now all of a sudden everyone on the internet saying she's compassionate, empathetic, amazing, all these things. She's not from LA, mind you. Like, yeah, she may live there, but that's not where she's from. She's from Texas, from my understanding. Meghan Markle goes down there. She's from Crenshaw. Crenshaw's in LA, for those of you who don't know. Like, Crenshaw is definitely a big part of LA. A lot of culture in Crenshaw. She goes down back to where she's from. Meghan Markle, she's from here. She's from LA. She's grown up here. She's literally just making her presence known, and she's sharing all the ways to help the community, to give back. And she's a pick-me. She's attention-seeking. These are the words that I've been seeing from other people and even news outlets. So what is the difference between what they're doing? Because they're both celebrity status, right? They're both using their platform to speak out to help the community. So what is the difference between them that gets this reaction? I'm waiting. Because is it this? I think so. I have quite a big feeling as to what it is.
The way black women defend Meghan when she wouldn't even spit in your direction. I would hope she wouldn't spit in nobody's direction. Because she's classy. These comparisons and this hate for Meghan is like next level. Like, you're probably the type of person that do be spitting on people. That's nasty. Is this the best you can do? She wouldn't even spit in our direction? I hate when people try to define how black Meghan is. Y'all be counting how many black friends she has. She's probably done more for black people than you have. Where's your foundation in Africa, huh? Meghan got one.
Can I tell you that I'm super jealous of Meghan Markle? I know, I said that. I'm jealous of Meghan Markle. I know, hold on. Don't just start scrolling. Just wait. Okay, here's why. Okay, so we all know, she fell in love with the prince, didn't really fall in love with the family, allegedly, and was like, peace out, let's go to America. He does. He leaves the palace. He leaves everything behind. He's like, see you guys. I'm going with my wifey, and we are going to America. They come back to America. They live in fairy tale land, okay? They live in Santa Barbara. People in America are kind of like her, don't like her. It just depends who you're talking to, right? So now she has a 8-part series coming out on Netflix. It comes out January 15th. Okay, I just saw the trailer. And can I tell you, I am so jealous and a little confused. Why didn't Netflix have this come out during holiday break so I could have seen it then? Confusing. Anyways, had this come out. I saw it. She looks gorgeous as always. I mean, love her, hate her, but she just looks flawless every time you see her. Like, you're like, does she have makeup on? Does she not have makeup on? She just looks pretty all the time. Like all the time. Just looks casual, pretty. You know, the whole Santa Barbara look. Like they didn't try, but they tried, you know. She's probably not wearing any makeup, to be honest. I don't wear makeup. I look like a ghost. Anyways, so I guess she can cook, bake, crafts, everything. And she just looks like a modern day Martha Stewart. Let's be honest. That's what it looks like to me. And she's with, you know, her famous friends. They're eating, they're laughing, you know, with love, Meghan. I'm just jealous of her. Okay. And I'm super pumped for this trailer to come out. So props to you, Meghan. I guess we're liking Meghan Markle again. I love it. I'm here for it.
Even if Beyonce did send Meghan.
I mean, tell me you don't know anything about Beyonce without actually saying it. If you did, you would know. Beyonce doesn't talk. People in Beyonce's circle don't talk. Her husband, her mother, Kelly, Michelle, her friends, her niece, nobody talks. Nobody knows what Beyonce's moves are going to be. And if you think for a second that someone who is on Beyonce's payroll made a statement, you really don't know anything about Beyonce at all. But I can tell you, Beyonce at least did support Meghan Markle. Not because she said it, but because she showed it. Here, let me scroll in a little for you. Picture of Meghan right there, between Beyonce and Jay-Z accepting an award. But stay mad.
So I hear Meghan Markle is dropping her new Netflix series. You know how I found out? Hate. Haterade. People drinking mad haterade. I ain't say all of you, but boy, what is it? People are already saying, oh, it's going to be boring. We ain't even watched it. How the hell you supposed to know this? I'm just thankful that I found it because I'm excited. I can't wait. Are some of y'all mad that Meghan is existing by being black? I mean, they say the most dangerous place a black woman or any woman of color to be is inside of a white woman's mind. And if you know why, drop it in the comments. I ain't even not about to explain that. And judging by this commentary that I keep on seeing on my news feed, I think they may be on to something. So how is it that American women who've never even been near the Duchess title themselves suddenly feels qualified to tell Meghan what the hell to do with hers? Even the loudest voice is not making no dents. Meghan don't care what you have to say, because she's still getting paid. You ain't stopping no money? Whew, stop it. So you know what I think? I really think it's not about Meghan doing anything wrong. It's about really that Meghan is a black woman and she was raised by a black woman and she has free thinking and she refused to be treated unfairly. And that apparently upsets folks. How you hating from the outside when you can't even get in? Why? Because it reminds them they're not as free as they pretend to be. I mean, I don't get it. Is Meghan taking food off your table? No, she isn't. Is she stopping you from watching your Hallmark Christmas movies? No. So why does her standing up for herself bothering you so much? And this comparison thing between her and Kate, y'all need to stop that. Meghan was raised by a black woman. Or is it that hate that you can't relate? I mean, she literally grew up navigating black and white world. Literally. And some of y'all can't stand the fact that she's real about what she's doing. Just in case you didn't hear it, I did say some. I didn't say all. I said some. Okay? Meanwhile, y'all out here taking opinions from other people saying, well, my friends, there's that voice, my friends in the UK feels this way, so I do too. Like what? Like, and I'm not saying you can't have an opinion, but I'm just saying, let people live. You can say stuff, but don't think what you say is going to be implemented. It's not. Sit down. You know what I love about black women? When we're quiet and you don't see us and you don't hear from us in a while, know that something's coming. Know that I'm creating something. And you better be ready for it. So in Meghan's case, it's the Netflix series instead of those tired-ass tabloid stories, right? And maybe what really hurts, it doesn't come from like the Inquirer, you know, your favorite gossip blog. Like, that's the tea for y'all. And she's not on it. So instead of hating Meghan, maybe ask yourself, why are you so pressed? If you don't like it, change the damn channel. It's not for you anyway. Because if it was, you would be like the rest of us girlies, excited. About to take some notes. You know, all that anger you have, maybe you should channel that into energy and be creative on your own. You know, start a blog, maybe a podcast, or heck, you know, follow behind Meghan and do your own Netflix series. But until then, let Meghan be Meghan. Now tell me why you think her power shakes so many tables. Drop your thoughts below.
If you have been wondering what the hell is going on with Meghan Markle and why is she getting so much backlash recently, I got you. I'm gonna break it down for you in like less than 2 minutes. So for context, Meghan and the tabloids have a complicated relationship as it is. And if y'all remember, it was unconventional of Harry to choose not only to marry an American, but an actress and also a biracial woman. Then they chose to resign from their official duties and move to America. So about a week ago, we find out that Netflix and Meghan have partnered on a new show called With Love, Meghan. It's a cooking and lifestyle show, and it was set to release January 15th. And almost immediately, the backlash begins and people start talking about how her show is out of touch. Here are some of the comments left on the videos that show like the trailers for the show. Who is the target audience? Women with tons of money and time on their hands making extremely fussy treats and crafts, incredibly entitled. Also, no average person wears $1 million jewelry while squeezing lemons. Even McCain weighed in, saying that the show was highly curated, produced, and out of touch, and saying that instead maybe Meghan should have done a show where she's bringing fresh food to food deserts in low-income neighborhoods. Now, the interesting thing about this is that Meghan used to have a lifestyle brand and website that she gave up when she married Harry. So in a way, I do think that this is sort of a returning to her roots moment for her. Now, with the wildfires in California, Meghan and Harry are back in the tabloids. This past Friday, Meghan and Harry both visited the disaster site of some of the fires, and they met with some of the people affected. They were like having conversations with them, hugging them. Folks are unfortunately calling this a PR move. So what do you think? This tweet by Justine Bateman saying that Meghan and Harry are no better than ambulance chases and like questioning why they're even touring the damage to begin with. Just yesterday, Meghan and Netflix announced that they would be delaying the release of her show until March because of the fires. So what do you think? Do you think that this backlash is well deserved? Do you think that Meghan is doing these photo ops and things like that for PR? Or do you think that this is just the media's way of coming for Meghan yet again without any real reason to?
I genuinely want to know why people hate Meghan Markle so much. Because anytime anything comes out about Meghan Markle, people go off in the comment section about how much they hate her or dislike her. So I'm curious because I knew her from Suits, right? I enjoyed her character on Suits. And then I know that she married Prince Harry. They had the royal wedding and then they left the royal family. And I feel like that's all I really know from her, right? And then the little things that you see on social media whenever she does certain things like her pregnancy, moving back to the United States, things like that. And people just say the worst things about her in the comment section. So I'm curious, did something more happen that like I'm not aware of, that's the reason why people hate her? Because I feel like, I don't know, she's coming out with a cooking show, right? Her and Netflix just announced that she was coming out with a cooking show. And the way that people were going off in that comment section, like, oh, I could never watch anything that she is on. I hate her. She is the worst, like saying some terrible things about her. So I'm like, what has she done? Because I feel like sometimes people talk about her like she has committed terrible crimes. And I'm not aware of those things. But do you guys like her? Do you guys dislike her? Let me know in the comment section.
Well, it might have something to do with the fact that she is a wealthy, beautiful Black woman who married a prince. And I was talking to my friend about this today because it's just so interesting to witness like the vitriol that Meghan Markle gets when, like, for example, Gwyneth Paltrow, who also has a lifestyle brand, Goop, she also has a podcast. She also has a Netflix show. I think multiple Netflix shows at this point. And her parents both work in Hollywood. But you don't see that same kind of hate that white women give to Gwyneth Paltrow as they do with Meghan Markle. It's because Gwyneth Paltrow represents their like aspiration, their ideal. And it's in the realm of possibility because they are looking at one of them, you know, their people. She's a thin white woman who is living their dream life, right? But when a Black woman does that, it's like something in their brain breaks. It's like out of their reality, you know? They cannot like, something happens where they like melt down because it's something that they deeply desire, this kind of lifestyle. And how dare this Black woman come in here? And you can kind of see something similar happening with Beyonce. I mean, I think that's a whole different discussion, but like she also has a Libra stellium, which I don't think is a coincidence, but this is a deeper cultural conversation of like Black women reaching this echelon of society, like the 1%. And historically, like this is not something that we're used to, right? Because of the intersection between class, race, and gender. Anyway, this is a deeper conversation to have, but Carl Jung has this amazing quote that says, quote, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves."
Hello, ladies and gents. I just want to know, how are we supporting? How are we showing up to watch this? Are we doing a watch party? Are we doing some type of live streaming? How are we going to do this, okay? Are we writing down the recipes and sharing them with each other? Are we trying the recipes with her? I just want to know, because I want to be able to prepare myself, get the ingredients ready, and whatever I need to do, because I am excited. This is what I need, okay? I said that I want to be in my Black woman resting era, and this is doing nothing but helping me further get to that goal. I am ready, okay? I love this for us. I've been seeing everybody talking about all the little negative comments. I don't care about those little sassy Sarahs. I don't care at all. I don't care. Y'all can stay mad. I love to see how happy she looks. She looks absolutely radiant, okay? The TIG, anyone who knew about the TIG that she had back in the day, this is par for the course, and I am just ready to see what she has in store for us. And yeah, so please let me know what ideas you've seen surfacing so we can all be on one accord and one page. This is coming out January 15th, which makes that date even more sweeter for me, because I was already going to be celebrating, you know, the first and the finest sororities Founders Day. And yeah, even more reason for me to be happy. I already have my commemorative mug ready. Let's go. Let's do what we need to do. Love this for us.
Many people piling in about Meghan Markle today in light of her cancelling her new Netflix at-home show in response to the LA fires. In fact, rounding on Meghan and Prince Harry seems to be quite a popular sport at the moment. And before I go on with this video, I would just like to say that I sit very much on the fence with these two and the royal family. I am neither for or against a monarchy. I mean, I quite miss the Queen. I quite like Prince William and Kate. I particularly like seeing the rift between Harry and his family, but the very fact that we have a monarchy here in the UK means we will always have royal rifts, because that toxic gilded cage creates monstrous relationships. Also, just look at their heritage. I mean, it's fighting all the way, chopping people's heads off. What this video is actually about, though, is how certain people in the public eye just can't win. If Meghan had gone ahead with her show, she would have been called heartless. By cancelling, it's as if she's making the LA fires all about her. If she and Harry hadn't gone to help, they would have been accused of not caring, but by going, they're accused of acting like they still think they're royals. It's not really very fair, is it? It was the same with Rachel Reeves going to China last week. She was damned if she went, and the woman was damned if she didn't. We are all so quick to judge, and I would urge us all to consider the lose-lose situation that people in the public eye so often find themselves in. And if any of you say that the royals are fair game because look how much money and privilege they have, then I reckon you might need your head looking at, because would you seriously want to be owned by the state and have every detail of your life scrutinised, to have to spend your life shaking hands with strangers and be told what to wear, what to say and what to think by a heap of PR managers? No thanks. I would rather cook my own meals, earn my own money, drive myself places and be free to think my own thoughts.
Just doing this for likes, you say? First of all, I don't think that, and I think that's a pretty awful thing to say about Meghan. But for argument's sake, let's say she was just doing this for attention and for the photos. Do you think these people care? Because that's really who matters in this instance. Do you think these people are thinking, oh, she's just here for the photos, she's just here for the attention? Or do you think they're just happy to have her there and have her support? And let's not forget, she was born and raised in Los Angeles. This is her city. She's not dressed up, she's just a normal person trying to show up for her city. And I feel like it is just proof that this woman is just damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. But at the end of the day, the people that she's in the photo with, that she's there showing up for, they don't care that you're annoyed. They don't care that you think she's doing it just for the photo op. They're getting the support. And I'm sure they appreciate that she's using the fact that eyes are always on them to bring more attention to what is happening in California. So stay mad at Meghan, I don't really care, but that's the face of a woman that has empathy. You should try it sometime.
Wouldn't anyone? She has been repeatedly bullied. We cannot change the narrative. She has to be in that box where the press don't like her, the public don't like her. And it's like, what do you want her to do? If she doesn't go, she's not supporting Harry, she's taking another stab at the royal family. If she does come, it's we don't want her here. I think she's doing the best thing. And you've noticed, I think she's actually much in sort of contrast to Prince Andrew. She listens to what the public think about her. She now has, you can't ignore that repeated, I call it bullying. You can't ignore that repeated bullying. She has stepped back repeatedly. She has pulled back and knows that people aren't interested and don't want to hear from her. So she is listening, and I don't blame her. The kind of vitriol that has been spat at this poor lady, who hasn't really done anything, I think, on the scale of what Prince Andrew has done to the royal family. Wow. In comparison, it just happens the narrative is different when it comes to women in the royal family. I don't blame her. I'd like her to put her feet up with a cup of English tea at home and enjoy their time with her family, because she doesn't have to be paraded around like some kind of show pony.
Am I going to watch the new Meghan Markle series on Netflix in her Martha Stewart, Ina Garten era? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I know there's people out there losing their minds about it, but it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch her in her fancy house with her fancy garden and her fancy friends, make food and cocktails and just live this beautiful life and enjoy every minute of it. What I'm not going to do is be like America's worst Nepo baby and pick-me girl, Meghan McCain, and go around talking about being out of touch and tone deaf. Girl, you were born into wealth. You were born to parents who already had money. Your mom is the heiress of one of the largest beer distributors in the country. Who are you calling out of touch? Do you know anything about living paycheck to paycheck? No. Also, television can be aspirational. I don't see Meghan McCain, who is famously a big fan of the Real Housewives franchise on Bravo, TV shows about wealthy women fighting and backstabbing and bickering over who wore what, who said what to who. These women are concerned about their handbags and their shoes and their glam squads and their plastic surgery, and that's fine. People watch it as a form of escapism. And Meghan McCain loves those shows and does not have a problem with those women being out of touch to what struggles of everyday Americans are. She loves it. But when Meghan Markle tries to do basically her lifestyle blog as a television show, all of a sudden it's out of touch and wrong. I love her. She's like, well, I would have told her, because, McCain's an expert on everything, to do a show bringing fresh food to food deserts and helping low-income neighborhoods. If you think that's such a great idea, Meghan, why don't you do it? Meghan McCain. Your mom is the head of the World Food Program. Your mother was the ambassador to the UN for food and agriculture. So she has some expertise in this area, and you guys are millionaires. Your mom's rich, your dad was rich, you're rich, and you have somebody involved in this kind of work. Why don't you make that TV show? It's a great concept. Do it. Do it, girl. Or do you just want to sit around on your podcast and complain about everyone else and remind us all who your dad was? Because I don't think being born into a wealthy and powerful family makes you any more of an expert on everyday American lives than anyone else.
Hello, my people. Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. How y'all doing? Guys. So remember what the tabloids said. Hollywood does not like Meghan. Hollywood doesn't talk to Meghan. But y'all heard this wonderful actress. Yeah. This is a beautiful actress. She used to be in lots of movies when I was young. Yep. She's from Hollywood. And did y'all hear what she said? They came to be part of our communities. They came to be a part of our community. Did y'all tabloids hear that? Or y'all need some people to teach you your own language? You want us to translate English to y'all? Of course it's your language. And still you can't even, grammatically, you can't even put your words together in your own language. You speak English, but you can't even write in English. Half of y'all guys, these tabloids, these losers. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. I mean, nothing at all. Hollywood is where Prince Harry discovered Meghan. He went on Instagram and saw Meghan was actress in lots of movies. Okay? Those people can't just turn their backs on their own because of y'all monarchy or because of your racist tabloids. It doesn't work that way in America. Americans do not have little tiny brains like yours. Y'all ain't got no brains. All these tabloids, Lilu, you know, just keep messing up. I'm gonna make you talk on the camera. Yep. Hey, boy. You want to say something? You want to talk to the aunties and uncles here? You probably need to come say hi, or otherwise just sit down there and shut up. This little boy is messing up. So yeah, Hollywood does not like Meghan. And did y'all guys see these ladies from The View? Boy, stop messing up. Sit down. Where is he going? Oh, Jesus. You saw the women from The View. Did y'all see? It's like in the group of those people, you had a straight to racist, envious losers. You saw those women, right? What are their names? And thank God we had the sister there. You know, Sonny, she doesn't play with lots of those people. She kept all of them in check. And the other lady, Joyce, she's a good lady always. And she also kind of troll the tabloids. Mhm. She was throwing shades on them tabloids. The women of The View. Is that where George Bush's daughter used to be? Was she on that? Was it on The View? Yeah, I believe so. And this one here, my father. She also used to be there, right? So right now here, I believe they replaced her with this one here. They're two racist, envious, miserable women. They need to come to show us out here how many Hollywood stars they've seen recording any kind of shows in their own homes with their children around. I need them to come out here and tell us. Everybody else like makes movies in other houses and rented homes, except when it comes to the black one. Well, you're gonna please the tabloids. You're gonna please the white supremacists, the KKK, the Triple K. Yeah. You know, for these people in their low IQ minds, they always think there are two sets of rules in the book. One set of the rule is made for them, and one set is made for the minority, especially the black ones. We ain't gonna keep playing by your rules. No more. We can't keep doing that. That's what your ancestors told you. You had to keep us down there. We had to sit down there and start following other sets of rules. If y'all can't keep that DEI, then we're gonna do it forceful, and the way we're gonna do it, you're gonna regret why you even went and stole us from our lands and brought us around the world, and then you want to treat us like we're nobody. Those sets of rules, we're gonna reinforce them. We're going to make you follow the damn rule that you did put down there for yourselves. And we're going to have our sets of rules that we're going to be following. All those people in those shows, they just record those in different homes. Always. And these women, they are on daytime television. This one's here on The View. Pieces of nothing. They look miserable. They sound miserable. They just miserable. Somebody kind of gave them like a grace, brought them in there. They probably took him in bed somewhere in some of those hotels, and then they brought him on there. Those people with no dignity. And y'all know, those women, they literally sounded like those Trump supporters. They sounded like a MAGA. And I bet you they are a MAGA. And y'all know the boxes those people check. Low IQ, low self-esteem, low everything. They just low. With the complex of inferiority. They can't even go play their Karens in hiding anymore. They have to bring it out here on TV. We know who you are. Don't even expose yourselves. When you walk around, we just smell you from miles away because you stink. Demons, devils, racist. I mean, they literally sounded like those tabloids. And guess what? You'll be surprised. They also got paid by the tabloids. And did you hear that other one says somebody had to tell her that Meghan did not record that movie show in her home? Doesn't she sound dumb like her mama? Exactly, yes. Sounds dumb like her mama. Why would someone else have to tell you anything that you wanted to talk about? And who's that someone? And which one was your business? Stinky mouth. Stinky. You know what I just wanted to say, and I said it in my heart. Who hires those kind of racists and put them on TV? Those are exactly the same people you have at Fox News. Exactly the same. They can't even hide their racism anymore. Hey. Hey. That boy is something else. He's always looking for something. He's always looking for something to do. So what are you doing there? You know, I used to doubt that someone could just hire racists and put them on daytime television. Well, you just saw it on The View. Nobody told you. You heard them. And remember, on this national television, few days ago, I saw all those other Hollywood stars. I saw the woman who used to be Ben Affleck's woman. What's her name? The ex-wife, Jennifer something. She came there to serve all that food. But guess what? Nobody said a word. This Justina, whatever her name is, Justina, or she's Justine. Who is she? Like, if she is a movie star, she is X level Hollywood star, because I never heard of her. I never ever seen her in my entire life. And brother, the look on her face, that woman, Justine, is she Canadian? Probably she might be Canadian, because that name is French. The man is Justine, and the female is... Yeah, that Justine kid sounds like she's Canadian, but damn, that face of hers. Wow. Somebody need to get her some of those nowadays injections. What do y'all call them? Those ones. The one that makes them faces surprise. They be looking like a nanakwa. She looks worse than nanakwa. You know, with nanakwa, melanin be hiding lots of stuff. Yeah, but hers, baby, she needs some of those injections. And speaking of those injections, guess what? You know what I thought? This morning, I was looking at some videos, and then I saw McMambos. Yes. What was that thing? Was it where we saw her when she first appeared, when she first got divorced? When she first came out of that divorce hiding, what was the royal show that she showed up for? That royal show is called what? Y'all call it like the king's birthday. But yeah, that girl, Mumbles, she showed up. That girl had just had those injections on her face. So you know what I found out about those injections? Those people be making them lips. They make them lips. It ain't gonna be like mine. I got this from my mama. Yeah, I got this one from my mama. You ain't gonna copy it. No injection gonna save you. So that girl, Mumbles, she had just gotten those injections. So I found out those injections don't really last forever. So every 3 months, you gotta inject them damn thing in your face. So that's why those people be popping up. Next thing you know, them lips will be looking like... Because every 3 months, they're gonna try to copy this thing that God gave me for free. See? Juicy. Yeah, you're just so jealous, aren't you? You're just so jealous. Where you gonna get this kind of lips from? You try to copy it, next thing you look like a surprise. See where the jealousy comes from? My queen, you're beautiful. My queen, your thick thighs are beautiful. Look at you behind. You got it from your mama. You got free, queen. Look at there's people at surgeons' offices. I mean, look at them. So this is Justina. She tried all those injections. It's like they're not even working on her. But guess what? If you were like those X-list celebrity, it's hard. Life is hard for you. You're going to have to look for some kind of supplement employment. Because guess what? You rushed in Hollywood and somebody classified you as X-celebrity. You were back there. I mean, back there, you ain't got no money like Kim Kardashian. You ain't got no money like any of those A-list celebrities. You ain't got no money like A-list celebrities like Meghan Markle. The queen of suits. We don't know you, Justina. Nobody knows this is Justine, wherever. Nobody knows you. Where did you come from? Which show was she on? Was she a housekeeper? What was she doing? I don't think I really need to know the name of shows that she was on. Because I tell you, she tried to put all those injections in her faces. They're not working. They did not even work. But you know, all those stuff she got, those lines on her face, how she got them? From bitterness. She's a bitter human being. You know, happy people like me, I'm gonna be 40. I ain't got no damn freak on my face. And my lips are damn juicy. Freak got it from my mama. Go get yours. That's why you're so jealous. You can't get my features like that. You gotta pay lots of money. You gotta go to all those Hollywood plastic surgeon, and guess what? Because you're X-list celebrity, you can't even afford to pay them. So everything that Meghan Markle got from Mama Dora for free, you ain't lucky. You can't get it. Justine, you crying, huh? You know, we're gonna drag you around here because we still need stuff to talk about. We're gonna drag you on here and let you know that we are Success Squad and we don't play with my foes like you. Never. You know, the bees like you, we drag you down. Ask Meghan McCain. She ran away, started blocking everybody. I'm gonna find time. And I'm gonna find you on X in a few more days. Wait, you're gonna see me there. Lady Rose, Success. My sister, the Duchess of Sussex, and I became the Lady of Sussex also. What are you gonna do? You got nothing to do. You know why I got that name? So I could piss you off. I got that name so I could piss you off, and so when I get into your comments, you know exactly who's talking to you. That's why I got that name. And for all the derangers to know exactly who I am. That's why I got that name. Say whatever you want to say. I've been going through your pages and writing everything that I could. And you are on my list. I'm going to take some time to take damn care of you, Justine. And apparently she has a brother who also is a movie star. I don't know her, neither her brother. That's what happens when you are W list. Those last word letters of alphabet, that's where you belong to. Of the list of the celebrities. Ambulance chaser, your mother. That's what my brother Baron said. You probably heard from somebody, ambulance chaser. You probably never even used that term in your entire life. You were just waiting for an opportunity to use it because you don't even damn sound smart. You sound dumb like your mother, the person who gave birth to you. All right, my people. I'll talk to you again in a few more days. This girl doesn't really know who we are. She wanted to be popular. We're going to make you popular. We're going to make you popular. You do not know this, squad. You do not know this Success Squad. You. All right, my people, please subscribe to Isabella Back's channel. Subscribe to my brother Baron channel, the Royal Success. Subscribe to all the success friendly channels. I love you all, guys. You take care. Please share my videos. Okay. Let's get all the sexist-friendly channels to 2,000. I said to 10,000 subscribers, because we can do it. If we have 60 something on Royal Sexist, we can just grab a few numbers from that one to go to all those other sisters and brothers, all of them. Let's bring them up here to 10,000 subscribers. Get them a little bit motivated, okay? Because this work here is a really nerve-wracking, you know. It's really I just try to make it fun, but this thing really pisses me off. Behind the scene, I'm really mad watching what is really going on. It's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, that wrests my heart. It really hurts so bad. So please share my videos, okay? I'm gonna talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.